Welcome student in our biology class of 11th standard science and home science stream. Myself Mrs. Anita Vijay Kulkarni from HPT Arts and RYK Science College Nasik. Today I will like to teach you lesson number 9. Topic title is Morphology of Flowering Plants. Subunits are inflorescence and flower. This is our first lecture. Chapter number 9, Morphology of Flowering Plants. Dear students, before going in detail, we must know what is the morphology and what are the flowering plants. Morphology in the biology is the study of the size, shape and structure of animals, plants and microorganisms and of the relationship of their constituent parts. Means what? External structure of plants. In simple sentence, external structure of plants. What are the flowering plants? You know that our earth has a vast diversity of plants. You have studied a broad classification of kingdom Plantae. Angiosperms are one of the flowering plants from phanerogams. Can be classified into different types on the basis of habitat. Our earth having uncountable or diversity of the plants. Without classification, one cannot able to study the all plants. So classification means nothing but the kingdom Plantae is very helpful for the study of all those plants. In that, angiosperms are nothing but the flowering plants and they having the different habitat. Habitat means the place where the living organism can able to live, survive and reproduce. There are different habitat for angiospermic plant like terrestrial, aquatic. Some are in terrestrial, there is a equatorial region. In aquatic, you know, oceanic, fresh water, etc. So those are nothing but the habitat for the angiospermic plant on the surface of earth. Morphologically, plant shows vegetative structure like root, stem, leaf and reproductive structures such as flower, fruit and seeds. Morphologically, plant divided into two parts, that is root system and shoot system. Below the soil there is a root system. Primary roots, secondary roots are the part of root system and shoot system consists of the stem, leaves, flower and fruits. These are nothing but the shoot system. In that, flowers are nothing but the reproductive structure. So these flowers produce only by the angiospermic plant. So in this, today we are going to study about the detail about the structure of flower and the different parts of flower. Next point is inflorescence. Definition: a specialized axis or branch over which flowers are produced or born is in definite manner is known as inflorescence. Inflorescence has two parts, peduncle and flowers. So this is definition for inflorescence. Means what? It is a special axis on which flowers are produced. This is a proper arrangement of the flower for the special purpose, means it to increase the beauty of the flower as well as it is very helpful for the pollination. There are two types of the inflorescences, that is racemose and cymose. Here we are going to study about the first type, that is racemose inflorescences. In racemose type, older flower at the base, growth of the peduncle is infinite or unlimited. Apical bud is free from continuous growth. Flowers are born in acropetal succession. When peduncle is dish shape, order of opening of the flower is centripetal. Look at the figure here. Older flower at the base. हा जो इन्फ्लोरेन्सेस ॲक्सिस आहे याचे दोन पार्ट आहे. दॅट इज पेडंकल अँड द फ्लावर्स. पेडंकलवरती फ्लावर्स असे अरेंज झाले आहेत. लुक ॲट द फिगर. द ओल्डर फ्लावर ॲट द बेस म्हणजे जे उमललेले फुलं आहे ते खाली आहे. अँड द यंगर फ्लावर म्हणजे ज्याला आपण कळ्या म्हणू किंवा बर्ड्स म्हणू त्या वरती आहेत. दिस वॉज द फ्लावर बर्ड. हिअर द ग्रोथ ऑफ पेडंकल इज इन्फिनाइट ऑर अनलिमिटेड. ही ग्रोथ पेडंकलची वरपर्यंत याची उंची वाढू शकते. अँड फ्लावर आर बॉर्न इन ॲक्रोपिटल सक्सेशन. ॲक्रोपिटल सक्सेशन मीन्स द ओपनिंग ऑफ द फ्लावर फ्रॉम बेस टू अपेक्स. जे खालची फुलं पहिले उमलतात आणि नंतर वरची फुलं उमलतात. वेन द पेडंकल इज डिस्क शेप, द ऑर्डर ऑफ opening of the flower is centripetal. Centripetal means what? If center and center, if circle and circle having the center. So peripheral means बाहेरची फुलं जी आहेत सर्कलच्या बाहेरची पेरिफेरल रिजनचे फ्लावर्स पहिले उगवतात आणि त्याच्यानंतर सेंट्रल जे म्हणजे जे केंद्रबिंदू आहे तिथले फुलं उमलतात. मीन्स वॉट? द सेंट्रिपिटल ओपनिंग ऑफ द फ्लावर. हिअर द फोटोग्राफ ऑफ द गोल्डमोहर प्लांट. तुम्ही बघा हिअर इन्फ्लोरन्सेस, हे फुलांचे गुच्छ ज्याला आपण पुष्पगुच्छ म्हणू, किती सुंदर दिसतात आहे. RYK कॉलेजच्या कॅम्पसमधला हा गोल्डमोहरचं प्लांट आहे. त्याचा मी फोटो क्लिक केला होता. दिस इज द बेस्ट एक्झाम्पल ऑफ रेसिमोस टाईप ऑफ इन्फ्लोरन्सेस. लक्षात ठेवण्यासाठी द मॅच्युअर फ्लावर और ओल्डर फ्लावर ॲट द बेस अँड younger flower or flower bud at the apex is the very important character of racemose type of inflorescence. Now next is cymose inflorescence opposite to the racemose. Remember here, oldest flower is the apex. Growth of the peduncle is finite or limited. Flowers are born in basipetal succession. Order of the opening of the flower is a centrifugal if peduncle is compressed from the top. Look at the figure. This is the arrangement of the flowers on the peduncle. हा पा मध्यभागी हा दिसतोय ना, हा पेडंकल आहे. And those are nothing but the arrangement of the flower. Here we observe the oldest flower at the apex. म्हणजे जे मॅच्युअर उगवलेली फुलं आहेत ते अपेक्सला आहे. हे फ्लावर इज द अपेक्स, हेन्स द ग्रोथ ऑफ पेडंकल इज फायनाईट. म्हणजे त्याची उंची, पेडंकलची उंची जास्त वाढणार नाही, एक प्रॉपर लिमिटपर्यंतच राहील. त्याला म्हणतात फायनाईट ऑर लिमिटेड ग्रोथ ऑफ द पेडंकल. दिस इज द बेसिपिटल सक्सेशन ऑफ द growth, basipetal succession of the flower opening pattern. This is also called as centrifugal arrangement of the opening of the flower. What do you mean by centripetal? म्हणजे मधले फुलं पहिले उगवतील आणि नंतर पेरिफेरीचे फुलं उगवतील जर आपण हा इन्फ्लोरन्सेस असा टॉपवरनं कॉम्प्रेस केला तर. मीन्स द in the peduncle mature flower at the apex and the bud condition or the younger flower at the base. This is a very much identify character of the cymose type of inflorescence. Look at this picture. This is a mogra plant. Buds at the base means those are the younger flower and older flower or mature flower at the apex. Nothing but the cymose inflorescence. So what are the merits of inflorescences? Inflorescences ची काय उपयुक्तता आहे? All the flower do not mature at the same time. हे फार महत्त्वाचं आहे. म्हणजे पॉलन ग्रेन वेस्ट होऊ शकत नाही. All the flowers do not mature at the same time. Means one by one flower mature होतात. Chances of pollination increases. So flowers maturity time is different. Hence there is a more chances for pollination. and it makes the flower more attractive. And also in one visit of the pollinating agent like honeybee, then butterflies, they can do the pollination properly in one visit, or more amount of flowers are get pollinated because of their one visit. इट मेक्स द फ्लावर अट्रॅक्टिव्ह, नो डाऊट. इन्फ्लॉरन्सेसचं महत्त्वच ते आहे की ते फुलांना अतिशय अट्रॅक्टिव्ह करतात, ज्याला आपण पुष्पगुच्छ पण म्हणू शकू निसर्गातला. आणि त्यामुळे त्याच्यामध्ये त्याच्याकडे इन्सेक्ट्स किंवा पॉलिनेटिंग एजंट अट्रॅक्ट होतात आणि त्यामुळे पॉलिनेशन होऊ शकते. सो इन दिस वे दोज आर द मेरिट्स ऑफ इन्फ्लॉरन्सेस. विद्यार्थी मित्रांनो, सायमोज इन्फ्लॉरन्सेस आणि रेसिमोस इन्फ्लॉरन्सेस याच्यामध्ये एक प्रश्न येऊ शकतो. राईट द डिफरन्स बिटवीन द सायमोज इन्फ्लॉरन्सेस अँड रेसिमोस इन्फ्लॉरन्सेस and give the example. So marigold or goldmore plant is the best example of racemose inflorescence, and this mogra plant is the best example of cymose type of inflorescence. Next and very important part of this chapter is nothing but the flower. What is the scientific definition of flower? Flower is highly modified and condensed shoot meant for sexual reproduction. Already we know plant is divided into two systems, that is root system and shoot system. So flower is the part of shoot system and which is condensed. Condensed means what? Their length is less or the compress. And this is specially made or specially designed or meant for sexual reproduction. So before going in detail, we must know the structure of typical flower. Typical flower structure, you observe this diagram or concentrate on this diagram. Here this is nothing but the bract of the flower. This is pedicel of the flower, thalamus, sepal, that is nothing but the one member of calyx, petal means what? The one member of corolla. Those are nothing but the anther, filament and connective, that is nothing but the part of androecium which act as a male reproductive system in the sexual reproduction of flower. And those are nothing but the carpel or stigma means nothing but the gynoecium which act as a female reproductive structure in the sexual reproduction of flower. Carpel is made up of ovary, style and stigma. It is present in the center of this flower. This diagram is nothing but the diagram for typical flower structure. This is called the LS of the flower. There are some important terms in your book. Before going in detail about the flower, we must know all these terms related with the flower. Complete flower means what? Presence of all the floral whorls. Already I told you, calyx, corolla, androecium and gynoecium. हे सगळे चारही फ्लोरल वॉल्स असतील त्याला म्हणतात complete flower. Then incomplete flower means what? Absence of any one type of floral whorl. मी आता जे सांगितले calyx, corolla, androecium, gynoecium याच्यापैकी एखादा जरी absent असेल तर त्याला incomplete flower म्हणतात. Perfect flower means both androecium and gynoecium are present in the flower is called as perfect flower or bisexual flower. म्हणजे दोन्ही पण रिप्रोडक्टिव्ह स्ट्रक्चर असतील त्याला म्हणायचं परफेक्ट फ्लावर. इनपरफेक्ट मीन्स एनी वन रिप्रोडक्टिव्ह वॉल्स इज प्रेझेंट इन द फ्लावर, also called as unisexual flower. Then unisexual, it can be either staminate or the pistillate. म्हणजे फिमेल आणि मेल रिप्रोडक्टिव्ह स्ट्रक्चर प्रेझेंट आणि अब्सेंट असेल त्याच्यावरून ते नाव दिली आहेत. इट कॅन बी आयदर स्टेमिनेट, ऑल्सो कॉल्ड एज मेल फ्लावर, पिस्टिलेट female flower. Now neuter means what? When both reproductive whorls are absent, it's said to be neuter flower. म्हणजे मेल किंवा फिमेल रिप्रोडक्टिव्ह स्ट्रक्चर नसेल अशा फुलाला न्यूटर म्हणतात. नंतर आहे मोनोशियस प्लांट अँड डायोशियस प्लांट. मोनोशियस प्लांट कशाला म्हणायचं? मेल अँड फिमेल रिप्रोडक्टिव्ह फ्लावर्स आर बॉर्न ऑन द सेम प्लांट. मोनोशियस प्लांट बेस्ट एक्झाम्पल मेज, म्हणजे मेल फ्लावर आणि फिमेल फ्लावर हे एकाच प्लांट बॉडीवरती, सेम प्लांट बॉडीवरती असतात, त्याला म्हणायचं मोनोशियस प्लांट. बेस्ट एक्झाम्पल इज मेज. डायोशियस प्लांट मीन्स only one type of or unisexual flowers are present on the plant, that is nothing but the dioecious plant. Best example is date palm and papaya. papaya मध्ये दोन प्रकारची झाडं असतात, मेल प्लांट वेगळं असतं आणि फिमेल प्लांट वेगळं असतं. हेन्स papaya इज द बेस्ट एक्झाम्पल ऑफ dioecious प्लांट. हे टर्म तुम्ही सगळ्या लक्षात घ्या आणि त्याचा अभ्यास करा, म्हणजे पुढचं तुम्हाला फार लवकर समजेल. Dear students, again some important terms related with the flowers. In a typical flower, the thalamus consists of 4 compactly arranged nodes and 3 highly condensed internodes. Already I told you, flower is nothing but the highly condensed and reproductive shoot. Here the condensation or condensed internodes are there. From each node of the thalamus, a circle or wall of modified leaves is produced. So this is again the proper arrangement of modified leaves. They are nothing but the walls of the flower. The walls ला आपण काय म्हणतो? The parts of flower, which are nothing but the calyx, corolla, androecium and gynoecium. So on the basis of the position of flower, it can be axillary or terminal. मग फ्लावरची जी पोझिशन असते स्टेमवरती, त्यानुसार ते दोन प्रकारचे असतात, ॲक्झिलरी फ्लावर अँड टर्मिनल फ्लावर. लुक ॲट द फिगर. हिअर द स्केच ड्रॉन बाय मी. दिस इज द पोझिशन ऑफ ॲक्झिलरी फ्लावर. सपोज दिस इज द flower axis, this is a leaf, and in this axis of the peduncle and the leaves the flower is born, that is called axillary flower. म्हणजे पानाच्या आणि पेडंकलच्या मध्ये जो अँगल आहे तिथे जर फूल आलं त्याला म्हणायचं ॲक्झिलरी फ्लावर. त्याच्या अपोजिट आहे टर्मिनल फ्लावर. दिस इज द ॲक्सिस or pedicel of the flower. This is a pedicel and this is a peduncle. So flower are born at the tip, that is called terminal flower. So axial flower, terminal flower. First figure is axial flower and second figure is terminal flower. इथे पण सगळे टर्मिनलला फुलं आलेले आहेत. Okay. Now next is bracteate flower and ebracteate flower. Figure number or sketch number 3 is what? Bracteate flower. Some plant having the bract. A flower shows presence of bract at the base of pedicel or above the pedicel. Such a flower is said to be bracteate flower. You know, stalk of the flower is nothing but the pedicel. At the base of the pedicel or above the pedicel, here a small leaf-like, very small, minute leaf-like structure is present, that is called bract. And when the bract is present in the flower, that flower is called bracteate flower. Best example is hibiscus. या sketch मध्ये पहा hibiscus चे flowers आहेत. इथे व छोटीशी पानासारखी हिरव्या रंगाची जी आउटग्रोथ आहे त्याला म्हणायचं ब्रॅक्ट, and flower is bracteate flower. Next is ebracteate flower. Ebracteate flower means bract is absent. A flower may not show presence of bract is called ebracteate flower. हे ebracteate flower आहे, त्याला ब्रॅक्ट नाही आहे. Next is what? Pedicellate flower. A flower with pedicel is said to be pedicellate flower. ज्या फुलाला दांडी असते किंवा पेडिसिल असतात, स्टॉक ज्याला आपण म्हणू, त्याला दॅट इज कॉल्ड एज पेडिसिलेट फ्लावर. हिअर hibiscus flower is pedicellate flower. Sessile flower means a flower without pedicel is said to be sessile flower. Best example is tuberose. ज्या फुलाला पेडिसिल नसतो म्हणजे दांडी नसतो किंवा स्टॉक नसते त्याला म्हणायचं ससाईल फ्लावर. Then zygomorphic flower. This is related with the symmetry of flower. Flower with bilateral symmetry is called as zygomorphic flower. Or for example, sweet pea. When you put one identical line in the center of the flower, there are two, or the mirror image, one mirror image will form. That is called zygomorphic flower. बघा इथून पहा आपण एकच असा ॲक्सिस असा केला आहे, ड्रॉ केला आहे, त्याच्यात दोन फुलांचे दोन सारखे भाग झालेले आहेत. दॅट इज कॉल्ड झायगोमॉर्फिक फ्लावर. दिस इज अ बायलॅटरल सिमेट्री, एक्झाम्पल ऑफ बायलॅटरल सिमेट्री. Sweet pea is the best example for zygomorphic flower. Now next is actinomorphic flower. Actinomorphic flower. Flower with radial symmetry is called as actinomorphic flower. For example, hibiscus. Means if you put, we can able to put the number of axis, and each and every part is similar with another part. Mirror images forms असं म्हटलं तरी चालेल. So best example is hibiscus. Is the example of actinomorphic flower, which because it having the radial symmetry, radial type of symmetry. इथे आपण हे स्केच मध्ये दाखवलं आहे असं की रेडियल सिमेट्री हे फ्लावर दाखवते आहे, त्याला आपण actinomorphic flower म्हणतात. So those are different terms again related with the flower. That is axial flower, terminal flower, bracteate flower, ebracteate flower, pedicellate flower, sessile flower, झायगोमॉर्फिक फ्लावर अँड ॲक्टिनोमॉर्फिक फ्लावर. ह्या सगळ्या टर्म्स तुम्ही लक्षात ठेवा विथ एक्झाम्पल सगट, आणि यू गो थ्रू इट फॉर प्रॉपर आयडेंटिफिकेशन ऑफ फ्लावर.